Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to learn about one of the most important topic related to standard 10th, which is probability. In this video we are just going to have some introductory values or information about probability. What is a probability mean and some MCQ or 1 mark questions. In the next video we will have some question regarding to probability as well. So without any further ado, let's get started with the facts which are related to the probability. So the first fact or say important information regarding to probability is what is probability. So probability is a measure of how likely an event is to occur. Okay. Probability means how likely an event is to occur. Probability is the measure of how likely an event occur. Okay, so in this case, we can say, for example, if we are talking about probability tell us how likely something is going to happen. For example, a coin is tossed once. What I am taking? A coin, and it is tossed once. So when coin is tossed, so you have the probability of getting a head or a tail. Okay, you have the probability of getting a head or a tail. That means you are having the chances of 50-50% for both. It might be the possibility that you can get head. It might be the possibility that you can get tail. That means if we are asked for head, the chance of getting head will be 1 out of 2. And if you are asked for tail, it will also have the chance of getting 1 out of 2. Next is probability is always a number between 0 and 1. Okay, probability's answer always lie between the number 0 and 1. That means your probability will not be less than 0. That means your answer will never be -2, -2.3 or something like that. Or your answer will also not be like 1.5 or 7 or 6. So these are not the chances of getting your answers in probability. Say for example, if I got the probability somewhat that P of E is equals to 3 upon 5. Okay. So when you divide it, the 3 upon 5, you will get your answer as 0.6. That means if you are getting any number in P by Q as well, your answer be always in the format of or in between of 0 and 1 only. Okay, so probability is not less than 0 and not more than 1. Third says, an experiment is a situation where the result cannot be predicted with certainty. Say for example, you are taking an experiment, say a rolling dice. You are taking a rolling dice. Okay, so you know that in a rolling dice, there are 6 phases and you might get any out of 6 possibilities. Okay. So a rolling dice is an experiment because we don't know which number will come. It might come 1, it might come 2, it might come 3, either 4, 5 or 6. You have the 6 possibilities. Okay. So rolling dice is an experiment in which you can say that it is a situation where result cannot be predicted with certainty. It is not the certainty. Okay. Next is an outcome is the possible result of an experiment. What is an outcome? That outcome is the possible result of an experiment. That means if we are talking about coin, so its outcome will be either head or tail. Say for example, if we are talking about dice, this dice, so the outcome will be, so each number's outcome, so we are having each number is, suppose we are taking a dice, so we are having the outcome either 1, either 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. That means you have 6 outcomes. Total you are having 6 outcomes. This individual is called as one personal outcome. Okay. Next come a sample space is a set of all possible outcome of an experiment. Now, what is this sample space? The sample space is the collection of all the outcomes. Say for example, if we are talking about dice, we are having 6 total outcomes. Okay. So, the summation sample set for the dice, so S will be equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. It is the collection of all the outcomes. So, what is the sample space? So, sample space is equals to of outcome collection of, it is the collection of all the outcomes. It is, in short form, it is the collection of all the outcomes. Okay, clear? Moving on to the next, an event is a subset of the sample space. That means a event is a part of a sample space. This event will be the past. If they are asking, say for example, I am taking, find out the probability of getting 4 when a die is rolled once. Okay. So I'm asking to find out the probability of getting 4. That means my event is of getting 4. Okay. So take another example. Find out the event of getting even number. Okay. I'm asking find out the event of getting an even numbers. Okay, for dice, even numbers. So for the subset, that as we said earlier, it is the subset of sample space. So for the dice, our sample space will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. That means getting an even number means it will be 2, 4 and 6. So this becomes our event. Okay. Next comes your sure event. An event is called a sure event if it always occur. That means sure event always happens. Sure event always happen. See for example, sun rising in east. So it is a sure event. Everywhere sun rise in east only. So it is the example. Say take another example. Take dice only. When a dice is rolled, getting number from 1 to 6. Okay, when dice is rolled, they are asking for the probability of getting number 1 to 6. Now we know that in a dice, there are the numbers of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we will get any number from this. It is a sure event. If they would have asked, find the probability of getting 7. So 7 is not the number of our dice. So it becomes your unsure or impossible event. This becomes your impossible event. Okay, it is an impossible event because 7 does not comes in the dice. Next is the probability of sure event is always 1. Important for MCQ, the probability of sure event is always 1. Next is an event is called impossible event if it never occurs. That means if anybody says sun rise in west, that means it is an impossible event. It can't be happen. An impossible event never happens. Say take, as I said earlier, say example of getting 7 in a dice. It is an impossible number. You can't get 7 on dice. So this becomes your impossible event. Next comes the probability of impossible event is always 0. That means the probability of any impossible event is 0. All outcomes in the probability are considered equally likely. Now, what does equally likely mean? That means all outcomes have equal chance. Okay. Say for example, a fair coin toss. Okay, we are taking the example of coin only. If we are tossing a coin, we are having the equal chance of getting tails and equal chance of getting heads. It is not possible that the chance of getting tail is 90% and chance of getting head is 10%. No, both of them are equally likely. That means we have the chance of 50-50% for both of them. Okay. Next comes the classical definition of probability. The classical definition of probability is P of E equals to number of favorable outcome. Favorable outcome means the question in which what it is asked for. That means if we are asked for even numbers on the dice, that becomes our favorable outcome. Okay. If we are asked for odd numbers on a die, it becomes our favorable outcome. Upon total number of outcome. What is the formula? Number of favorable outcome upon total number of outcome. Say for example, for dice again, we are asked for getting 3. Find out the probability of getting 3 on a dice. Okay. So when the die is rolled once, you are for getting 3, you will get only once. You can get 3 once only in your die. So write 1 upon 6. So the probability of getting 3 will be 1 upon 6. Next come, if an event cannot occur, its probability is 0. Same like your impossible event. If your event cannot occur, its probability is 0. That means if I am asking, find the probability of getting 10 on dice. Probability of getting 10 in dice. Okay. So that is not possible. On dice, you can't get 10. Same way, if I am asking, okay, I have a bag of lemon flavored candy. What is the probability of getting an orange flavor candy? In a lemon flavor candy, is there any possibility of getting orange flavor candy? No. So its probability is 0. Next come, if an event is certain to occur, its probability is 1. That means if an event always occur, its probability is 1. Say for example, if it is asked, find the probability, I am asking you the question, find probability of getting number less than 7. Okay. They've asked us that find the probability of number getting less than 7 in dice. So is there any possibility? Yes, for sure. All the numbers in a dice are less than 7 only. So your answer will be 6 upon 6. That means your answer will be 1. Next comes the sum of probability of all the possible outcome of an experiment is 1. That means your answer, whatever your answer is, the summation of it will always be 1. Take for example the coin. Okay, we have taken the example of coin. First they have asked for find the probability of getting head. So we had know that finding the head, the probability is 1 upon 2. Same way for tails. Also, we know that the probability is 1 upon 2. If we are adding the summation of head and tail, your answer should be equal to 1. That means 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 2. That means it gives me 2 upon 2 equals to 1. That means the summation of all the experiment will be 1 only. Probability help us to predict chances, not exact results. That means probability does not guarantee any outcome. Okay, it only predicts the chances. It is not saying that it is guaranteed. Okay, probability is widely used in games, weather forecasting, and decision making. Okay, so mostly probability is used in games, weather forecasting, and decision making. Next is probability questions are based on simple experiments like coins, dice, and cards. So as we know about coins, very simple, that coins are only two outcome. Coins are having only two outcome, which is heads or tails. So for coins, we are having only two outcome. First is head and second is tail. Okay, this is for only one coin. So the total outcome for one coin will always be 2. Total outcome for one coin will always be 2. Same way, if we are talking about two coins, what we are talking about? We are talking about two coins. The probability changes. Okay. So we can get head, we can get head, tail, head, or tail, tails. That means when we are asked for two coins, its probability changes and its total outcome will become 4. So total outcomes comes over here is 4. Same way, if they are asking for 3 coins, what they are asking for 3 coins, that means H, H, H. Okay. How to remember this? First of all, write all the H. Then introduce one T in between. That means H, H, T. Now your task is to move this T one step ahead. That means H, T, H. Then T, H, H. Your target is to bring the T on the first position. Same goes for tails, tails, tails. Write down tails, tails, tails. Introduce heads in between. From last, you need to make it come on first position. That means it will become tails, heads, tails, and tails, heads, heads. That means you are getting 8 outcomes over here. So total number of outcome is 8. So for one coin, you are having 2 outcomes. 2 coins, you are having 4 outcomes. And 3 coins, you are having 8 outcomes. Moving on with the cards problem, you should first know that there are total 52 cards. The total number of cards are 52, in which you can see clearly over here there are 4 shapes. Which shapes? We are having 4 shapes. You can say it is, we are having club, spade, and that means this is my spade, club, diamond, and hearts. Okay. So we are having the cards from number 1 to 10 and 3 face card. As you can see over here, each cards have their king, queen, and jack. Each card have their own king, queen, and jack. This king, queen, and jack are called as face card. This king, queen, and jacks all are called as their face card. One number card is called as ace. One number card is called as ace card. Each of the figure, that means this club and spade are of black color. As you can see in the picture, they are of black color, and diamond and hearts are of red color. Again, total number of cards are 52. Club and spade of black color, diamond and hearts of red color. Each cards are having 13 cards in total. That means if I'm asked for spade, how many cards spade have? So spade have 13. How will this become 13? So 1 to 10 number cards, and king, queen, and jack. That means 3 face card. Total becomes 13. So this 13, this 13, 13, and 13, it becomes 52. Okay, all of them will have the cards from 1 to 10, and all of them will have their face cards like king, queen, and jack. So if anybody asks you, find the probability of king. So the king, we are having 4 kings. So probability of getting king will be 4 upon 52. If anybody asks you, find the probability of black king. So black colored kings are 2. So you will get your answer as 2 upon 52. Okay. If anybody asks you, find the probability of face card. That means we are having 3, 3, 3, and 3. That means total 12. You are having 12 face card. Total you are having 12 face cards. Okay, you are having total 12 face cards. Whereas we are having 4 ace cards. We are having 4 ace cards. Whereas you are having 2 red ace, red colored ace, and you are having 2 black colored ace. Okay, you are having 2 black colored ace. Okay, in this format you can clearly study your anatomy of playing cards. Okay, next come dice. One dice was very simple, that only for one dice we are having total 6 outcomes. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. But the difficulty comes when you are asked for 2 dice. That means we are asking for 2 dice thrown simultaneously. At that time, you will get total 36 outcome. How many outcomes? The total number of outcome will become 36. How does it become 36? So 1 this side and 6 this side. That means 6, 6 are 36. You will get 1 times 1. How will you make? So suppose this is my blue colored dice and these are the information for gray colored dice. Okay. So 1 time, 1 blue, 1 gray. So you will get the probability of getting 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. Same way 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4. So in the examination, if you are asked for any 2 dice outcome, always make sure to form this type of table. It will be easy to find out the values and your concept will also be clear and you will not make any kind of mistake regarding to this sums. We will do this kinds of sum and the problem sums related to cards in the next video. Hope to join and see you again. If you are having any query, comment me in the comment section. and hope you understood each and everything. This is all related to your MCQ and 1 marks question. Thank you so much for joining. See you again.